Hello friends and fellow VEDSies, welcome to day 19 of VEDS. I am here once again, still in Victoria here. Today I'm going to the Royal BC Museum, but first I was doing a nice little walk, Beacon Hill Park, and I noticed some cool artifacts. Well, they're not really artifacts, they're more art pieces meant to signify artifacts. Nice, but yes, it's a lovely day here in Victoria. I have a good time. I've been told about the peacocks in Victoria. Look at this dude! Yay! I found a whole family of peacocks. Apparently the park is famous for them, and during mating season they've been known to roam around town and occasionally cause havoc and block off entrances to buildings. Now we've reached one of my favorite museums, the Royal British Columbia Museum. It's got some permanent exhibits that have been there since I was a kid, including one on how the city of Victoria looked approximately a century ago. And I'm so stoked to get back in there for the first time in years. Orcas are an iconic imagery of many of the local First Nations peoples. Actually, the Vancouver Canucks have derived their current logo from some of this imagery, and it's actually caused a fair bit of controversy as it was not originally designed by Indigenous peoples. This gallery is all about not only the iconic imagery of orcas, but the animals themselves. So many of them off the Pacific coast of Canada. The orca exhibit was truly fascinating and a little bit depressing. Learn how orcas are becoming endangered in our waters, but I'm going to move on now to the natural history exhibit that has been largely unchanged from how it was when I was a kid, and has some really breathtaking galleries in it.
The Ice Age woolly mammoth and the American mastodon both became extinct.
My grandfather was a geologist and also an archaeologist at times, and he found a fossil of dinosaur teeth that I remember as a kid was in a display right there with his name on it. They've since updated this section of the museum and that piece is no longer there. I really wonder if they still have it in storage. Yeah, that was always a joy coming here as a kid and seeing that with his name on it. It's truly incredible how well they've done this exhibit. Wow. Something about the way they've done this is so amazing. I've been to lots of museums where they do this, but the way it's lit and the way they've done the scale, it's truly lifelike. Also, you've got some breeze blowing in through here, and I will never get tired of rounding this corner. Oh, you did? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I was just walking in among the grasses and things.
Oh goodness, I really do not like crabs. Oh, they're gigantic spiders of the sea. Alicia's very excited about the crab.
Look at this little guy!
It's so scary. Got a great view from the third floor. Now we enter the Human History Gallery. honestly, I did not know this, that 60% of Canada's Aboriginal languages are spoken in BC, and how many of them are still, like, actively spoken to this day. Wow, by 2014, only 4% of speakers of BC's First Nations languages were left speaking those languages. In this gallery, they've preserved many house posts from many different locations, and they're all preserved in this gallery. It's amazing. Typically, my favorite part of any museum are the physical artifacts that they have, but I must say the Royal BC Museum does their physical dioramas so amazingly well. Really amazing to see. This talks about the technology behind language preservation through time. Now we enter my favorite gallery, which starts at the 17th century, or 18th century rather, and moves on to the 20th century. You know, as the years go by, I become a little bit more guilty for having this be my favorite gallery, as it is kind of the because just coming from the Natural History Gallery and the First Nations Gallery, yeah, it celebrates a part of history that questions get raised more and more about how deserving it is to be remembered. Well, it is deserved to. All history deserves to be remembered, but how much it deserves to be celebrated is questionable. Got some medals from Captain Cook, and the dagger that was reputedly the one used to kill Captain Cook in Hawaii. It's impossible to know for sure whether that's the one, but what I love is that they've recreated his ship, and you can get on board it. And then they have some relics of a company that is iconic in Canadian history, the Hudson's Bay Company, which still exists as the Bay Stores. I always forget that their lineage can be traced to eBay. It's so crazy. One thing I cannot adequately describe is the smell of these galleries. To put it for you guys, it smells exactly like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in here. And this is the good stuff. This particular gallery is one of the first things I think of when I think of coming to Victoria. It's like a turn of the last century recreation of what this area looked like. It's the Port Moody train station. This is one of my favorite places to sit as a kid, because if you wait long enough, I love this, that you can actually explore both stories of the Grand Hotel. We're now inside the Grand Hotel. Oh, it's so cool. Got the movie theater, it's old car from 1913. Ford, I don't know what model this is. If you do, please let me know in the comments. But it's beautiful. Columbia printing press. And then, of course, a recreation of old Chinatown as it was probably at least 100 years ago. Besides what we were just in, the amazing recreation of the old town, I love this gallery as well. It's all about just pop culture through the 20th century, which is exactly my thing. Starts in 1900, works its way forward. It is so freaking cool. Commodore PET with audio, what would typically be an audio cassette as a data medium, and of course the 8-track. Well, with that, I believe we have came and saw most of what there is to see in this beautiful museum. And that'll do it for this amazing museum. This is not a replacement for coming in and seeing it yourself. It is amazing. There's galleries in there that I could just live in. I love it so much. And I'm so thrilled that a lot of it has stayed unchanged from the memories I have as a kid. That'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the description for links to the channels of my other wonderful fellow VEDSies. We're all 7 of us doing this vlog every day in September challenge. It's been a lot of fun. 11 more days to go, and I'll catch you again with a new video tomorrow and every day for the rest of this month. Catch you guys again soon.